What if the master key to understanding yourself, the very blueprint for your mission here, is currently pulsing through you? We're often taught that blood is simply a matter of biology. It's a medical designation based on proteins, essential for operations and understanding our heritage. You're familiar with the big four O, A, B, and AB. Modern science has unveiled an astonishing web of dozens of blood systems and more than 600 distinct antigens. It's an incredible level of complexity. Yet for most people, it's just a line item on a health report. But what if that's just the tip of the iceberg, concealing a far more profound reality? What if the timeless knowledge held in secluded sanctuaries and ancient traditions tells a different story? What if your blood type is more than just a biological fact, but rather a spiritual signature, a karmic code that your soul chose before taking this human form, outlining the grand assignment you came to undertake? Let's explore this together, because we're about to decode this very map using the wisdom of my lineage. This is not a debate with science, it's an invitation to add a dimension of spiritual truth that science was never designed to explore. What you are about to discover might just rearrange your entire understanding of who you are and align you with the destiny that has been patiently awaiting you. In the profound silence of the high mountains, where the atmosphere thins and consciousness expands, my teachers have meditated for generations on the fabric of reality. My guidance isn't based on outlandish theories, but on discovering the spiritual within the tangible. I teach that every single thing, from the dance of the cosmos to the rhythm of your own pulse, originates from one cohesive universal source. This is a principle that you can find in the heart of Buddhism, Taoism, and our most ancient spiritual inquiries. From this perspective, there are no accidents. The color of your eyes, the unique map on your hands, and absolutely your blood type are all energetic imprints, breadcrumbs leading you back to your specific connection with that universal source. I would never tell you to dismiss what medical science teaches. I value it deeply as one method of perception, but I ask you now to try on a new perspective, one that sees your blood not just as a physical fluid, but as an energetic current moving within you. This current transports far more than oxygen. It holds ancestral memories, dormant potentials, and an unbroken link to the very energy of life itself. This viewpoint asks you to see your blood type as a foundation for your own journey of discovery. It's not a predetermined fate that locks you in, but a symbolic framework. In the field of depth psychology, blood itself is a primal archetype, a powerful symbol for life force, lineage, and our deepest, most instinctual self. This wisdom is not intended to confine you but to empower you. It's a guide, not a final judgment. My tradition revolves around the interplay between our given nature and our power of choice. Your blood type might represent your natural inclinations, your soul's starting conditions, but your free will is the power to use that guide with intention and purpose. Before we delve into the meaning of each spiritual path, it is vital to anchor this truth in your soul. You are the author of your own story. This knowledge simply gives you a more intimate understanding of the materials you've been given to work with. I teach that each of the 4 primary blood archetypes represents a distinct spiritual calling. Each one possesses its own sacred mission, its unique strengths, and its own profound learning opportunities. This is the curriculum your soul selected to evolve, to expand, and to contribute its irreplaceable sound to the orchestra of creation. Identify your archetype. Approach this with an open mind and heart, and feel if you can recognize the quiet hum of your soul's mission. Let's begin with Type O, which is widely considered the original ancestral current. While the science of blood evolution is incredibly detailed in many spiritual frameworks, Type O embodies the energy of the source, the primordial spark of all beginnings. Its archetype is the trailblazer. This is not just a pioneer of the physical world, but a spiritual catalyst, the one who brings forth the fire of innovation. The essence of Type O is primal, direct, and a powerful force of nature. It's the energy of initiative, fierce ambition, and a level of grit that simply will not be defeated. If you are a Type O, you carry the signature of the initiator, the guardian, and the one who builds from scratch. You have a deep connection to the raw, creative power of the planet. Your instincts for survival and for flourishing are sharp, and you know how to forge a road where none existed before. A profound self-assurance resides in your spirit, an independence that can seem unbreakable. Your inner dialogue is all about momentum. What action is needed? How do we make this real? What's the fastest path forward? You are here to get things moving. A Type O spiritual calling is to serve as a conduit for pure creative energy. Your mission is to manifest grand visions into concrete form. You are the innovators of what comes next, the steadfast protectors of your tribe, and the calm center that guides others through any storm. You are here to show humanity its own capacity for strength and its power to triumph over adversity. Your journey is not one of quiet reflection, it's one of dynamic, hands-on participation with life. You learn by trying, by launching, by creating. Your soul chose this route to learn the art of responsible authority and brave innovation. Your gifts are many. You possess immense vitality, both in body and in mind. Your concentration is like a focused beam of light, enabling you to ignore noise and pursue what you want with a relentless intensity. You're a born leader, and people feel instinctively drawn to your confidence. You are naturally optimistic, social, and big-hearted, often becoming the anchor for your entire social circle or family. Your most potent gift is your direct access to that primal life force, which grants you the courage to take leaps that others would find terrifying. But the trailblazer's journey has its own pitfalls. The same fire that fuels you can also consume you. That deep self-assurance can morph into pride or arrogance. Your intense focus can become an unyielding inflexibility, making you deaf to others' input. You may have difficulty with vulnerability, viewing it as a sign of failure. The shadow of the trailblazer is the steamroller, the one who dictates instead of inspires. Type O souls must often confront the challenging lesson of receptivity. You must learn that true power isn't about being invincible, it's about getting back up each time with greater awareness. Your greatest spiritual challenge is to wield your considerable power with wisdom and to embrace true collaboration. Practice releasing your grip on outcomes. Your pioneering spirit can become fixated on winning. Find fulfillment in the effort itself, in the training, and in the journey. Engage in physical activities that connect you to your body as a sacred vessel, not just a vehicle for your will. Meditate not on what you wish to achieve, but on the very wellspring of your energy. Your purpose isn't simply to succeed, but to be an expression of the universe's creative force. Learn to receive as much as you give. Discover power in stillness, not just in forward motion. Next, we arrive at Type A. If Type O is the wild spark of the pioneer, Type A is the steady hand of the gardener. This is the archetype of the guardian, the nurturer, the one who sustains community. While Type O creates the path, Type A paves it, beautifies it, and cultivates a thriving culture upon it. The energy of Type A is rooted, consistent, and oriented toward cohesion. It is the energy of stability, collective well-being, and devotion. If you are Type A, your essence is about dedication and care. You are the force that holds communities and families together. You thrive on structure, find joy in reliability, and feel a deep sense of purpose in contributing to the whole. Your mind has a natural talent for organization, and you excel at building systems that allow others to feel secure and cared for. You are deeply sensitive, thoughtful, and attuned to what others need. Your internal world is one of peace, and you work to create that same harmony in the world around you. The spiritual calling for a Type A soul is to be a builder of sanctuaries in a world of turmoil. Your mission is to create and sustain loving, stable structures. Whether this applies to a home, a business, or an artistic project, you are here to remind the world of the power of consistency, hard work, and mutual support. Your soul chose this journey to achieve mastery in peaceful creation and to understand the profound lessons of devoted service. In a culture that frequently celebrates disruption, your sacred duty is to craft havens of stability and show us all that authentic growth requires strong roots. Your strengths are the bedrock of human progress. You are extraordinarily dependable and principled. When you give your word, it is a sacred promise. Your meticulousness is legendary, making you a gifted craftsman, planner, or creator. You are a deeply loyal friend, a committed partner, and a compassionate presence in any group. Your ultimate gift is your ability to show love through dedicated action and quiet, unwavering support. You don't just speak about creating a better world, you wake up every day and put in the work to make it happen. The Guardian's greatest test lies in their relationship with unpredictability. The drive for order can morph into a stifling need for perfection. The need for cohesion can lead to a paralyzing fear of conflict or sudden change. The shadow of the Guardian is the warrior, consumed by anxiety, stress, and resistance to life's organic, often messy unfolding. You might suppress your own needs and feelings to maintain peace, leading to internal pressure that can manifest physically. Your spiritual challenge is to discover peace within life's inherent imperfection and to maintain faith even when reality deviates from your carefully laid plans. I advise the Type A soul to find flexibility within their beautiful structures. A plant cannot grow strong, I often explain, if you keep digging it up to inspect its progress. Build your elegant systems and then trust them to function. Practice mindfulness to soothe an anxious mind. Learn to perceive change as a new opportunity for growth, not a personal failure. Your test is to construct a vessel of order without fearing the wild current of life that must flow through it. Dedicate time for pure, purposeless joy and play. You are a gardener for the human spirit. And every wise gardener understands that the most beautiful blossoms are often the wild flowers. We now shift to type B. If type A represents the settled village, type B is the visionary who roams between them, sharing fresh insights, radical new concepts, and a healthy dose of invigorating chaos. This is the archetype of the maverick, the innovator, the free spirit with a vision. The energy of type B is adaptive, inventive, and fiercely autonomous. It is the energy of boundless curiosity, passion, and personal truth. If you're a type B, conformity is simply not in your programming. You weren't designed to follow a beaten path. You came here to create your own. You are guided by your inner compass and emotional intelligence far more than by external rules. Your mind is a whirlwind of original ideas, constantly forging links that no one else sees. You are adaptable, hopeful, and you wear your heart on your sleeve. You cannot tolerate rigid systems and monotonous schedules, thriving instead in environments that celebrate spontaneity. The spiritual calling of a type B soul is to serve as an agent of evolution and a living example of authentic expression. Your mission is to question established paradigms, dismantle limiting dogmas, and remind humanity of the infinite ways one can lead a purposeful life. You are the inventor, the artist, the storyteller who bridges diverse cultures and disciplines. Your soul took on this journey to master the art of following its own inner guidance, even in the face of resistance. You are here to live so genuinely that your very presence liberates others to do the same. Your gifts are the perfect medicine for stagnation. Your visionary thinking is your superpower. You discover possibilities where others only see roadblocks. You are remarkably resilient and can adapt to new environments with ease. Your excitement is infectious, inspiring others to pursue their own passions. You're also deeply empathetic, capable of easily grasping unfamiliar perspectives. Your greatest strength is your non-linear mind, which grants you access to imaginative realms that are inaccessible to more rigid thinkers. You are the disruptor, the catalyst, the spark of genius our world so desperately needs. The maverick's journey can sometimes be a solitary one. Your intense independence can at times make it challenging to build deep, lasting roots. Your passion, when undirected, can result in countless ideas initiated but never completed, leaving your energy scattered. The shadow of the maverick is the unfocused dreamer. You may be perceived as unreliable or self-centered simply because your values are so fundamentally different from the status quo. Your most significant spiritual test is to discern between genuine freedom and mere escapism. It is about learning to focus your wild brilliance into a tangible impact without extinguishing its flame. I encourage the type B soul to cultivate intentional focus. I would never ask you to be less of who you are, but to bring purpose to your explorations. An unchanneled river causes a flood. I teach. Your liberty becomes power when you give it direction. Meditate on your deepest values to discover the one or two core passions that define you. These become your true north. Engage in practices that require both spontaneous creativity and structure, such as music, dance, or martial arts. This trains you to manifest your incredible ideas. Your purpose is not to conform, but you must learn to connect with the world you seek to transform. Finally, we arrive at the most uncommon archetype, type AB. I teach that this type is not merely a combination of A and B, but something altogether unique, a bridge between different states of being. This is the archetype of the alchemist, the diplomat, the mystic. The energy of type AB is a synthesis of opposites, profoundly empathetic and inherently spiritual. It's the energy of integration, deep compassion, and a certain mystique. If you're an AB, you are a living paradox. You contain the orderly, community-minded nature of A living in harmony with the creative, individualistic spirit of B. You can be a charismatic socialite one moment and a contemplative recluse the next. You are simultaneously logical and intensely intuitive. This can make you appear enigmatic or changeable to others, but to you, it feels completely natural. You are a gifted chameleon able to connect with a wide range of people effortlessly. The spiritual calling of a type AB soul is to embody unity. Your mission is to mend fractures and to guide humanity toward a more holistic consciousness. You are the negotiator who can understand all sides of a dispute, the mystic who moves comfortably between the practical and the transcendent, the creator who fuses reason and feeling into a singular work of art. Your soul chose this deeply complex journey to master the art of synthesis, transforming discord into unity. This is a direct parallel to the psychological concept of integrating opposites to achieve personal wholeness. Your gifts are both unusual and potent. Your most profound strength is your intuitive empathy. You don't just understand what people are going through, you can almost inhabit their emotional space, making you a phenomenal advisor and confidant. You are incredibly adaptable. Possessing the systematic mind of an A and the fluid nature of a B, you are often very popular and admired, even if others feel they don't quite have you figured out. You are an exceptional thinker, able to solve problems by blending creative insight with clear logic to produce genius solutions. You are a natural harmonizer, able to quell arguments and forge alliances where others have given up. The alchemist journey is perhaps the most demanding internally. Navigating that constant inner duality can be draining. You may be very indecisive because you can genuinely see the merit in every single perspective. You might feel as though you don't truly fit in anywhere. The shadow of the alchemist is a feeling of being fragmented or disingenuous, or being seen as untrustworthy because you reveal different facets of yourself in different situations. Your spiritual test is to integrate your many aspects into one cohesive, authentic self. It is the journey of embracing your paradoxical nature not as a character flaw, but as your most extraordinary gift. I lead the Type AB soul along the path of radical self-celebration. Cease trying to pick a side within yourself and instead learn to embrace the whole symphony. You are not a contradiction. I would tell you, you are a complete work of art. Meditation is essential for you as it helps you find the quiet center within your complex inner world. Spend time in nature to help ground your energy. Your purpose is to facilitate peace, but you must be careful not to become an energetic sponge, soaking up everyone else's pain until you are depleted. Cultivate very strong energetic boundaries. Your mission is not to fix everyone else's conflicts, but to demonstrate the very possibility of inner peace. You are the living embodiment that logic and spirit, order and freedom can coexist in beautiful harmony. You have now heard the narratives of these four great paths: the trailblazer, the guardian, the visionary, and the alchemist. You may recognize yourself perfectly in one or see aspects of your own journey in all of them. Hold this truth above all others: your blood offers you a starting map, but it is your conscious heart that determines your journey. The blueprint is not the building, it is a starting block, an intuitive prompt, a loving communication from the cosmos reminding you of the sacred agreement you made with your own soul. We all must find our way back to the universal source from which every life flows. Whether your inner current is the driving force of the trailblazer or the steady stream of the guardian, every river eventually returns to the same great sea of consciousness. The purpose of this knowledge isn't to sort us into four different containers. It is to accomplish the very opposite. It is to grant you a richer appreciation for your own personal design and a genuine compassion for the vastly different designs of those around you. The trailblazer requires the guardian's stability. The guardian needs the visionary's fresh perspectives. We are all members of one great body, one single human tribe. And now, this wisdom is yours to explore. Take a deep, quiet breath, gaze inward, reflect on the journey you have lived, the recurring challenges you've met, and the strengths that have always felt natural to you. What is your blood type? If this knowledge spoke to your spirit, I invite you to share it with our community in the comments. And share more than just a letter, share a piece of your story. Did a specific strength or challenge resonate with you? We are not imprisoned by these archetypes, but by sharing our personal experiences, we begin to see the magnificent, interwoven tapestry of our shared human story. Your narrative is an essential part of that tapestry. The journey to truly know yourself is the only pilgrimage that holds ultimate meaning. It is the sacred work of your lifetime. The life force coursing through your system at this very moment is doing far more than sustaining you. It is carrying a timeless summons, a call to live with more awareness, to love with more depth, and to step into the glorious purpose that belongs to you and you alone. Listen to its timeless calling. Your path is already unfolding within you.